Hello friends, I am Sophia and welcome to the Global Pulse. Here are the latest development regarding the death of late Iranian president and conspiracy theories surrounding the events. Checkmate, airstrike, and now all out. Why does Iran suspect Israeli involvement in Raisi's helicopter crash? The helicopter carrying Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi and several other VIPs went missing approximately 50 kilometers from the Iranian city of Tabriz, near the mountainous region of Varzakhan. Initial reports suggested a hard landing, but the reality was different. Was the helicopter of Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi shot down by Israel's intelligence agency Mossad? This question arises because relations between Iran and Israel are currently at an all-time low. The two countries are already at odds over the recent Hamas attack on Israel. Given the circumstances surrounding Raisi's helicopter crash, questions are being raised. Let's explore why there is suspicion on Mossad and what the implications could be if this is true. The helicopter carrying Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi and several other VIPs went missing approximately 50 kilometers from the Iranian city of Tabriz, near the mountainous region of Varzakhan. Initial reports indicated that the helicopter made a hard landing. It was reported that poor weather conditions forced Raisi's helicopter to make an emergency landing in the mountainous area. Efforts to locate the president and his helicopter continued, but hopes for their safety gradually diminished. It was a 16 hours of struggle but a grim discovery. After a grueling 16-hour rescue operation, Iranian and Turkish surveillance teams encountered a horrifying sight. Iranian and Turkish news agencies reported that drone footage revealed the wreckage of Iranian President Raisi's helicopter. The debris and the smoke rising from it left little hope for any survivors. It was a Turkish surveillance drone that first detected the wreckage using heat sensors. They deployed 73 teams for rescue operation. The accident occurred in the Azerbaijan forests, located near the Azerbaijan-Iran border, an area known for its sharp mountain peaks. The weather in this region is currently very cold and foggy, severely reducing visibility. Considering the dangerous mountainous terrain and the urgency of the situation, Iran immediately dispatched 73 different teams to the site for a rescue operation as soon as the news of the hard landing broke. Red Crescent reports shows fatalities in the crash. Meanwhile, Russia, a friend of Iran, sent a rescue team of 50 experts renowned for their proficiency in mountainous search operations. Equipped with various detection devices and detector dogs, these teams managed to reach the crash site after hours of effort. The process of retrieving bodies from the wreckage began immediately. The Iranian humanitarian organization Red Crescent provided information about the accident, confirming that all 9 people aboard the helicopter were killed in the crash. Is it an accident or a conspiracy? But this is just the story of the crash and the subsequent rescue operation. The unfolding story is that this incident is being viewed with suspicion rather than just as an accident. Given the extremely poor relations between Iran and Israel these days, many people on social media and other platforms have started looking at Israeli intelligence agency Mossad with suspicion regarding the death of President Ebrahim Raisi. The question is whether Mossad orchestrated the crash of Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi's helicopter. Reason for suspicion number 1. Israel-Iran hostile relations. Upon reviewing several posts on the microblogging site X, new insights have emerged. Questions are being raised about Raisi's helicopter crash, with claims that the president's helicopter was brought down using space laser technology. Needless to say, this incident has once again stirred tensions among Middle Eastern countries. Iran has long supported the Palestinian terrorist organization Hamas, not only backing it but also providing extensive assistance for its attacks on Israel. Now about the deep-rooted conflict between Iran and Israel. On October 7 of last year, Hamas attacked Israel, an incident in which Iran was implicated. This further escalated tensions between Israel and Iran, bringing the two countries to a near confrontation for several days. Iran not only supports Hamas but also provides resources to several other organizations, including the Lebanese terrorist group Hezbollah, which has led to a long-standing enmity with Israel. Consequently, many see Israel's hand behind this accident, especially since Mossad, the Israeli intelligence agency, is renowned worldwide for such dangerous and covert operations. Reason for suspicion number 2. Iran's support for Israel's opponents. Hassan Nasrallah, the leader of Hezbollah, made a bold statement. Although the investigation into the helicopter crash has barely begun, Hadi Nasrallah, Hassan's son, has declared that if Israel is found responsible for Raisi's death, it will change the world map. Reason for suspicion number 3. Proximity to Azerbaijan. Questions have arisen regarding the fog in the Azerbaijan forests, where the crash occurred. Some locals are questioning whether the weather conditions were natural or deliberately created for the crash. It is being speculated that a significant part of May 19 was erased from records across Iran and much of the Middle East to obscure and make it difficult to detect the reasons behind the fog on the president's return route. The suspicion around the helicopter crash deepens because the crash site is near Azerbaijan, a country with good relations with Israel. Despite being a Shia-majority country, Azerbaijan does not share the same warm relations with Iran as Iran has with its other neighboring countries. Reason for suspicion number 4. Israel's targeting of Iran. Experts, however, offer a different perspective on this helicopter crash. Most believe that the likelihood of Israel being behind this incident is minimal. Such an action would be tantamount to Israel declaring open war on Iran, something Israel would want to avoid. Experts point out that Israel has targeted military and nuclear sites in Iran, but it generally avoids directly targeting high-profile individuals or political figures. Reason for suspicion number 5. Why only the president's helicopter? Some people are questioning why, out of the 3 helicopters that went towards Azerbaijan with Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi, only the president's helicopter met with an accident. The other 2 helicopters returned safely on the same route. Why was it that only the president's helicopter was targeted? Reason for suspicion number 6. Israel's April airstrike. The relationship between Israel and Iran has been deteriorating. You might recall that in early April, an Israeli airstrike in Syria's capital, Damascus, killed Iranian Brigadier General Mohammad Reza and another officer. Reza was a senior commander in Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, and following this incident, the 2 countries were on the brink of direct confrontation. Although the situation was diffused then, the recent helicopter crash has reignited suspicions among Iranians and their allies towards Israel. Some experts believe that these suspicions cannot be ignored. It is evident that the reasons for suspicion surrounding the death of Iran's president in the helicopter crash cannot be dismissed outright. However, without concrete evidence, it is impossible to accuse Israel definitively. Given the gravity of the incident, a thorough investigation will undoubtedly take place. In the meantime, it can be said that tensions in the Middle East remain high. Until any conspiracy is definitively ruled out, this situation is likely to persist for some time. Now, what about the last images of the helicopter? There are a few last images of Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi taken just hours before the helicopter crash. These pictures were recorded inside the helicopter as it was flying towards the Iran-Azerbaijan border. In these images, Raisi is seen with his foreign minister Hossein Amir Abdullahian and several other prominent Iranian leaders and officials. The helicopter, a Bell 212, is considered highly secure and is manufactured in the United States. However, just hours after these images were taken, something happened that made finding even external pictures of the helicopter incredibly difficult. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye for now and see you soon.